looking all done, James?
Yeah, just taking them back to the top pasture, Brian.
All right, good idea.
That was the Soil Association on the phone. They want a meeting this Friday, Brian.
Did they say what about?
Oh, nothing untoward, I don't think.
Oh, good. Always sends a shiver down me back when I hear words such as Soil Association and meeting.
You worry too much, Brian. And you've got a bit of a look on your face. What is it?
Nothing.
Come on. I can always tell when there's something not quite right.
All right, then. You backing out of our meal at Raven Lodge didn't help.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry, darling, but we did have a problem with the carving.
Which James and Alfie could have dealt with. Your work, you are. It's getting me down.
Brian Barrett, I have been running Priory Farm Organics for many years now, a successful businesswoman for which I am proud.
Oh, aren't you just?
I see. It's the little man being hard done by,
Oh, there's
is it?
no talking to you sometimes.
Brian, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be patronising. Do I sense there's something else on your mind?
Oh, well. My mother and father have taken it into their heads to hire a young chap to do their garden for them. Plus any other jobs they might need doing around Swan River.
Well, jolly good idea. So what's the problem?
Well, they don't know much about him. Who he is, where he comes from. Just that his name's Simon or something or other.
Well, they must be pretty happy with him, knowing your parents. Neither of them are stupid.
But they are getting on in years and could be vulnerable. Well, this Simon might be some sort of go-getter. He's probably found out that they're not exactly short of the reddies, that they also own ACREBURY Green Farm and are getting rent from all them units based there.
How do you know that he knows all that?
Oh, I don't know, Alison. But I'm not happy.
I'd better take this, love. It's Cassie Woodward from the Organic Deli in West Hampton. Hi, Cassie. How's you?
That's right, you take it. After all, work must come first. Hello, Gran. I've been meaning to pop down and see you both. How's Gran?
Oh, same as ever. Frustrated that he can't do much these days.
Oh, you can sort of sympathise with him, though.
To a degree. But to be honest, Noel, I'm getting a bit concerned about him in the memory department.
Oh? How come?
Well, t'other day he said he couldn't find his gold pen. Reckoned he'd put it on the mantelpiece. Well, I hadn't touched it, so I reckon he'd mislaid it. Now this morning he says he can't find his best cufflinks.
Does he still wear cufflinks, then?
Oh, yeah, when he goes out. Only you see, your Uncle Brian's taking him to Market Langford Cattle Market today to look at some heifers. Anyhow, how are you, Noel, and how's Rachel and the twins?
Oh, fine, thanks. We've got the Bishop of Carthampton coming over this evening, so Rachel's busying herself preparing for it.
Well, I thought you were the family cook these days.
Well, I do the bulk of it, but I'll give her a hand when I get back later. But I've got a funeral at 3, so I thought I'd best get down to the church.
Oh, well, I won't keep you then, dear. By the way, I haven't seen you. We've just taken on a very nice young man to help us down at home. He's a student at the Horticultural College of West Hampton, and he's doing a lovely job.
Good for you. Great idea. You need to take it a bit easier these days, like Gramp.
Oh, I wish your Uncle Brian was as laid back about it as you.
When have you ever known Uncle Brian to be completely laid back about anything?
Very true. But he and I very nearly had a stand-up row about it t'other night.
Huh?
Tried to make out that your Gramp and I were so vulnerable that we'd be letting a complete stranger into our home.
Well, have you found anything out about his background?
Only his name and that he's a student, and used to do a groundsman's job at Winterstoke Prison.
Oh, I see.
Put him in touch with Maurice Hawkins at the Garden Centre, but took him on face value apart from that.
Well, perhaps it wouldn't be a bad idea just to find out a bit more.
Oh, don't you start. Being a reverend these days, I thought you'd be the first to put the Lord's trust into your fellow man.
Yes, of course. But it still wouldn't harm to put yours and Uncle Brian's minds at rest.
Oh, all right, dear. To save any further arguments...
I'm sure you're absolutely right about this chap, Gran. But belt and brace is just the same, eh?
All right, dear. Well, good luck with the Bishop tonight, by the way. There. Let's see what that does.
Linda, are you here?
Office, Virgo.
Oh, I thought you might be out on Galway again.
I'm doing that in about half an
Maybe
hour.
you're going at some on that keyboard, aren't you? Sending an email.
Nope, I've just set up another Facebook page.
Isn't the one you've already got enough? with all your virtual so-called friends?
I know you don't like online social networking, darling, but it is a very good way to keep in touch with
And most of what I've seen on yours is people making a statement every time they've been to the loo.
They do put other things on as well.
That's what worries me. Okay, go on then. Tell me why you've set up another page.
Dedicated to finding people who may possibly remember Boxing Day 1996 and the events that surrounded that fateful day.
Oh, I might have guessed. Linda, please. I cannot see that this is going to get you anywhere. It's raking up the past. Let it lie.
You just don't understand, do you?
I understand that you're becoming completely obsessed with this. And all because of some ludicrous dream in a shotgun that could easily have been a bird scarer.
Fergal, if it had been a bird scarer, we'd have heard it many times since.
Well, when you take Galway out later, why don't you ride over in that direction and take a look? You'll know a propane bird scarer when you see one.
Don't be sarky, dear. It does not become you.
Sorry. So, I presume Vernon, who is it then, wasn't of any use to you?
Well, he said he couldn't remember an awful lot.
Well, no surprises there. 18 years ago this December.
Even so, I couldn't help noticing that he seemed somewhat uncomfortable when we talked about it.
That's because it was probably bringing back rather unpleasant memories for the poor chap.
Perhaps. Or surprised that the whole affair should rear its ugly head again after all this time.
Oh, you and your imagination.
What on earth's that under the bed? Oh my goodness me, how on earth did that get there? Oh, Betty Barrett, what are you like? Pretty Partridge, first of all, where you been, and second, when you're going to get this kitchen door sorted out? 'Tis a wonder 'tis still on its hinges.
Stop nagging, Lily. You've been on about that door ever since you've been a-living here.
And I shall keep on until you pulls your finger out and repairs it.
That door's good enough for another 20 years.
Where you been?
What's these then? Scotch mist?
You've been pheasant shooting again?
I was gave these by Peter Gossett's son over at Lower Churchington Farm.
And if you believes that, then you'll believe that Father Christmas drives a Rolls Royce.
Thought we could have 'em for our dinner.
Well, you'll have to pluck 'em and prepare 'em then.
Hey.
Because I ain't soiling me hands with illegal gain.
Nothing illegal about it, you daft woman.
Don't you be sexist with me.
Oh, whatever that to me.
Anyhow, our Alvin took a call from Linda Harcourt, who's after you again.
Oh, no.
And I've took 3. 1 from Betty Barrett about our rent arrears, and 2 from John Clark at the Boar's Head, who says you still owes for drinks.
Oh, my crike. No peace for the blessed wicked.
Well, if it isn't me old mate Simon Fletcher.
Hello, Dorian. Long time no see. How was business?
Pretty good. We may have just gone through the worst economic climate for Lord knows how many years, but people have still got enough money to come in and buy engagement rings, jewellery and the like.
Oh, aye.
Anyhow, what can I do for you?
This watch.
Oh, very nice. Where did you get it from?
It don't matter. How much to repair
It's
it?
a very nice gold lady's watch. Getting on a bit, I would
I
think.
know that much. But it's not working. How much to put it right?
Well, I can't tell you just by looking at it. I'll need to open it up. Might be just that it needs a clean. The old man will probably do it. Watches are more his forte than they are mine.
How is your dad?
Oh, plodding on. Indestructible. I can't see him leaving the business to me as yet.
Does he feel he can trust you? After all, remember them days at Winterstoke Youth Offenders?
That was petty, Simon. I'm a reformed character now. I was juvenile and I now realise it. I've turned over a new leaf, or the old man wouldn't trust me with this, his beloved jewellery shop, would he?
Aye, I reckon not. Well, look, will you give us a call? If that watch could be put right sooner rather than later, that'd be awesome,
As
mate.
long as you trust me not to run off with it.
Listen, sunshine.
Don't even think about it. Do you hear?
Come on inside, Alison. Want some weather all of a sudden? Cup of tea? Oh, no thanks, Betty. I've been drinking until it's come out of my ears today. Meetings. Soil Association and goodness knows who else. Yes, our Brian says you're very busy these days. Much to his chagrin. He should remember that when business is good, it's to his benefit too. I know, but he's always been an independent sort that likes to be in control. Bit like his father. Oh, how is Bill? You're all right, considering. He's gone down to see Noel and Rachel at the vicarage.
Oh, right.
They're going to bring him home. At least I hope they are in this weather.
Brian was telling me that he's mislaid his gold pen and his cufflinks. Is that right?
Oh, yes, but I reckon 'tis just absent-mindedness. Mind you, at 93.
Yes. Anyway, I was hoping I might get a glimpse of this rather special young man you've got working for you.
Oh, Simon Fletcher. Well, he's not here today, I'm afraid. I believe he's working at the garden centre. Maurice Hawkins has given him some part-time work there, which he's chuffed to bits about.
Oh, well, at least that should appease Brian a bit.
I guessed he'd probably been telling you all about it.
Yes.
And how we both nearly come to blows t'other night. I don't dare tell Bill. I'm worried that it'll go straight to his heart.
Well done, Galway. Lovely ride. Good lord.
Oh, so it is you, Linda. Good ride.
Hello, Mummy. Yes, thanks. You haven't moved in as yet, have you?
Don't panic, there might be no need. It's still going to be a few weeks before we complete on the sale.
Oh, I know that. I was only joking.
Fergal tells me that you're still plodding on with this business over your father's death, then.
Yes, and he's not very happy about it.
No, darling, he's not.
Well, I'm sorry, but I have got to do what I have got to
But
do.
do you? And setting up a special Facebook page for it? I don't understand.
Well, we've never been so well off for communications we are these days. Social networking's a great way for giving and receiving of information.
No, shame it gets so misused. And I'd have thought you'd have left that at home with you while you went out for a joyful, peaceful ride.
Oh, it's Vernon Latimer. Excuse me. Hello, Vernon.
I'll wait for you inside, Linda.
Hello, Linda. Hope you didn't mind me giving you a quick call.
No, not at all. Everything okay?
Fine. Look, something's come to mind about that dreadful hunt.
Really?
Yes. I woke in the middle of the night and it came to me.
Brilliant. Well, what is it, Vernon?
The chap that was with your father when he drew his last breath. It was somebody called Tony Hewitt.
Tony Hewitt, of course. He went off with some male nurse. There was all that controversy after Joe Dixon and her unborn baby died in that car accident.
That's right. Ran some business or other at a unit at ACREBURY Green Farm.
Yes, he did. Well done, Vernon, and thank you.
Mind you, no idea how you'd get in touch with him now.